Hello Year 2 students, Lesson 44, Ella, let's get going. So we will need today our learning books, and of course we'll be making some patterns and things again, so hopefully you have lots of things that we can collect and use to describe patterns and sequences. So, number talk, let's give that a go. Today we're going to try these three sums, and we're going to use a way of doing that that will make this easier for you. So a strategy that we can use, and you might remember it from previous lessons, we're going to bridge to 20. We started with bridging to 10, making numbers up to 10. This time we're going to bridge to 20. So let's have a look at our first problem to solve, which is 17 add 8. Quite a tricky one, isn't it? 17 add 8. So I have it down here for us to think about what it looks like and how we can conceptually learn this. So here is our 10 frames. We have one lot of 10 and our 7. So we have 17, and what we've been asked to do is add 8 to it. So you can see I have 17, add 8, and we've used some different colours so we can see that too. So if I am going to use the strategy of bridging to 20, I want to make 20. So I need to move some over to fill up this 10 frame. So now you can see I have 10 and 20. So 20 add, and I can subdivide here to see 5. If I could even pop that down there to make it a little bit easier. So my answer will be 25. 17 add 8 is 25. Nice strategy and a really nice way to look at it. So let's try the next one using the same strategy, bridging to 20. So the question now is, what is 18 add 6? So let's quickly get our 10 frame ready. 18, a 10 and an 8, 18 add 6. 18 add 6. Let's bridge to 20. I'm going to take 2 away to give me 20. 2 lots of 10. So 20 and 4. My answer is 24. Okay, 24. And what about the last one? 16 add 9. So we're going to once again bridge to 20. 16, let's make it 16, which is a 10 and 6 ones. 16 add 9. 9's almost 10. I quite like 9 for lots of different reasons. So let's make the 9 here. And here is our question and what it looks like. So we have 16 add 9. Remember, we're going to bridge to 20. We're going to make 20. And there we have it, my friends. I think you can see what the answer is straight away. 10, 25. The answer is 25. So if we can bridge to 20, we can quickly work out what the accurate answer is. Well done and a good number talk. Today's learning intention is to identify and predict future shapes or objects in a sequence. A sequence is the order in which things are connected, and we'll know that we can do this when we can describe a rule for a linear sequence of shapes or objects. Linear means in a line. Okay, so what have we got in front of us? We've got some patterns that we are going to describe. Let's have a look at our little mini fruits. We've used these before, and remember we talked about describing them in different ways. So we could say green, red, orange, 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 green, red, orange, 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 etc. Or we could use, remember we use the alphabet A, B, or A, B, C. So let's have a look at what this pattern could be described as. It could be described as A, B, C, 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 A, B, C, 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 A, B. What comes next? Right, CCC. And we should have some of those lovely patterns in our learning book from last lesson. So let's have a look at another one before we go into some trickier ones. I like this pattern because it doesn't have any colour, but it does have some shapes. So we can describe this pattern in shapes. And I wonder if you can remember what these shapes are named. I'll give you a hint. Might have some ice cream there. Yes, it's a cone. So we have a cone and a cylinder. Okay, so cone and a cylinder, a cone and a cylinder, a cone and a cylinder, a cone and a cylinder. Well done. So this is a lovely, very easy A, B, A, B, A, B, A pattern. And you might have something similar in your learning book already. So we've found some patterns and we now know how to describe them. Okay, what's next? We're going to have a look at an L-shaped pattern. It's a little bit tricky and I'll just set it up for us. I've made my pattern in front of me and I think you can see it's a lovely L shape, but it's growing. Now let's record this on our pattern recording chart. So first of all, I'm asked for a picture. So the picture of my first part of my pattern looks like that. There's the picture. What order is it in my pattern? It's the first part. It's the number 1 order in my pattern. And how many do I have? I have 3. So the first part of my pattern is an L shape of 3 and it's the first one. Let's try again. I'm asked to draw the pattern. So what I can see here is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 5. Oh, order of the pattern. This is the second part of my pattern and I can see 5 counters. Okay, very good, because what we're doing is recording the pattern because eventually we're going to predict what happens next. Here we go. My third part of my pattern is another L shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to draw it. I know it's the third order of my pattern. And how many are there? 2, 4, 6, 7. I can see there are 7 counters there. So now I've started to record my pattern. I'm now looking for a prediction. What is here that I can see is going to happen next? Well, I can see an order in the middle, the first, the second, the third. Let's write the 4th and the 5th and the 6th part of that pattern, if we get there. Okay, I think I can see a pattern here. I wonder if you can too. 3, 5, 7. Let's make the pattern and then draw it. So we have 1 that starts the L shape. I can see a 1, a 2, a 3. So I'm going to add 4. And I can see 3 above here, so I'm going to put 4 there. So I've been able to make it before I predict it. Let's try one more. I have 1 here and 4 across, 1 here and 4 above. So I'm going to draw that very carefully. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do I have altogether? 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 9. I wonder if that's what you predicted. 9 in the pattern sequence. Okay, now up to you to have a think about what would be the picture next and what will be the number of counters. How did we go? Well, I have finished my pattern recording and I hope mine looks like yours or yours looks like mine. Let's have a look at how we recorded our L-shaped pattern. So we started with the first one at 3 and we finished with the 6th one in the pattern as 13. Did you notice that we were able to predict we were going up by 2s with our odd numbers? So we were skip counting in 2s, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. No wonder we practiced skip counting. And we were able to predict the pattern that we were going to finish with. So today's reflection is that we were able to describe and predict shapes or objects in a sequence or a pattern. And we've done that really well. For our practice today in our learning books, I would like you to consider some patterns that you could make, draw, write, and predict. Here's some examples for you if you'd like to make these types of shapes. Okay, so pattern recording, predicting, working out the sequence, and being powerful mathematicians. Pop it all into your learning book, and I'll see you next lesson.